Hey goodies, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who have not subscribed, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's get into my what I eat in a day. So I'm going to be out on the road today, so I'm finally going to be using up these Birch Benders pancakes in a cup that I bought. I have tried one of these before and they're not that great in taste, so I'm going to be helping it out. It calls for 3 tablespoons of water, but I'm going to be adding a tablespoon of water, a tablespoon of ghee, and a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream just to give it some more moisture and flavor. I'm going to pop it in the microwave for the allotted time after I mix this all up, and I'm going to add some of those chicken sausages. I also mentioned this not in a grocery haul, but I did mention it in one of my what I eat in a days. I got them from Costco. But yeah, look at this texture. When I spice up the things that I add to it, it makes the texture so much better. And here I'm adding the chicken sausages that I mentioned to you in my previous what I eat in a day, and I'm going to add some sugar-free syrup. And this is going to be my meal on the road. And this is just a little food porn action for you just to check out some texture. I'm also going to be bringing this water bottle with me. One of my goals that I have started on is drinking more water. So I ordered this water bottle. It's a gallon water bottle and it motivates me throughout the day. You see here I've gotten to about 9 a.m. When I put it straight, you'll see. But yeah, I've been getting a lot better with drinking more water because of this bottle. It's really motivating, and I'm going to be bringing this on the road with me too so that I can stay on top of my water intake goals.
2,000 years later.
So after a long day out, I just want to make something quick and still stick to my keto way of eating. So I'm going to make some low carb or keto barbecue wings and some chicken legs. And I'm also going to make a very keto friendly but flavorful side with it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm placing my pre-seasoned chicken onto my baking sheet or baking rack, and I'm going to pop them in the oven because I'm just going for something quick right now. I always make sure to have a bag of chicken seasoned. It's something I learned from one of my aunts, to always have a bag of seasoned chicken on hand so that when I have days like today, I can be prepared. So here I'm using about 2 bags of cauliflower rice, and I'm trying to just cook some of the water out of it. So I keep moving it around just to get most of the moisture out. And then I add about 2 scrambled eggs to that. And I'm going to just continue to work that egg until it becomes more scrambly in texture. So yeah, that doesn't take too long. And I really love this wok. It's really cheap at Walmart. If you're looking for a wok, you can get it at Walmart. I'm also going to add here some peas and carrots, and I'm going to just mix everything up here just to make sure I'm getting most of the moisture out and getting everything cooked and at the same temperature. And after I combine everything, I start seasoning. So here I'm adding some garlic powder. I put that on everything. I'm also going to add some sesame seed oil. I think I got this at Walmart as well, but I'll link it below if you're not able to get it at your local Walmart. After I add my sesame seed oil, I'm going to go ahead and add some liquid aminos. You guys know this is what I use in place of soy sauce. It tastes just like fried rice, traditional fried rice to me. So I really enjoy making this as a quick side. So you guys probably remember this barbecue sauce that I used on my jerk barbecue ribs. It's no sugar added, keto friendly. So here I'm preparing 2 different types. I'm preparing one with jerk seasoning, just like I did with my barbecue ribs, and I'm gonna do one without jerk seasoning for the kids and for me too. I'd like having the variation. So I'm going to be brushing on some barbecue sauce on the top layer of the chicken pieces, and I'm going to pop it back in the oven, and then I flip it After that barbecue sauce is baked on, then I flip it and then I add more barbecue sauce onto the other side, and I make sure to keep the two sections separate, the ones with the jerk seasoning and the ones without. And then I'm going to pop it back in the oven until it's all finished. And this is just a really quick dinner. It is truly a lifesaver on my busy days, and I still get to eat a yummy meal and stay in ketosis. So this is how my barbecue chicken, my keto or low carb barbecue chicken dinner turned out. It was so good and filling and tasty. I'm feeling in the mood for some dessert, so I'm gonna go ahead and make some banana split cheesecake. So let's go make that. So we're going to start out by making the crust, and we're going to use some almond flour, a cup of almond flour. To that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of flaxseed meal, and then to that, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar swerve. And the cinnamon, I can't tell you the measurement. I'm just letting my ancestors guide me there. And next, I'm going to be adding some ghee to that crust mixture there until it gets to the consistency that I want it at. And I think I added about 6 or 7 tablespoons of that ghee, liquid. You see it's in its liquid form. So now I'm going to put down some parchment paper and spray it with some spray butter. And then I'm going to spread my crust mixture there. I'm going to spread it out evenly onto the base of my springform pan. And I encourage you to use a springform pan to make your cheesecake, because when it's finished baking, it's a lot neater, especially for cutting it after. You'll see what I'm talking about. So here I'm patting down my crust into the bottom of my springform pan, and then I'm going to pop into the oven for about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, watching it for it to brown at about 350 degrees. Now I'm going to get started on my banana cheesecake filling. So I'm going to use about 2 blocks of cream cheese there, and I'm going to crush it. You want to use a cream cheese that is room temperature. It's really important that you do that, and you might want to leave your egg out too, so that it's also room temperature and not cold. There I use 2 eggs, and I'm just mixing that all up, and then I'm going to use half a cup of powdered swerve. To that, I'm going to add some banana extract. Make sure that your extract does not have sugar in it, and I use about 2 teaspoons there, and then I used about a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'm going to add also some nutmeg, just to give it a little more flavor. And now we're going to mix it all up, and it's very important to have it at room temperature, your ingredients at room temperature, so that your ingredients will mix properly. If your cream cheese is cold like mine was, you stand the risk of your ingredients not mixing together properly, and you'll see that in the texture of your cheesecake. So don't risk it. Use your cream cheese at room temperature. But I decided to make this at the last minute, and the flavor's on point though. But if you want to get the right cream cheese texture, make sure you're egging your cream cheese at room temperature. That's my TED talk for today. So after I poured my cheesecake batter into my springform pan that I took out of the oven, I'm going to put it now into a water bath, and that's going to make sure it cooks evenly. So now while my cheesecake is baking, I'm going to prepare my chocolate topping. Remember, we're going for a banana split cheesecake, so we need some chocolate, and we're also going to need some strawberry. So I'm going to measure out my chocolate here. This is from one of my keto grocery hauls, so I'm going to use an appropriate amount just to make sure I'm not overdoing it with the sugar. And then I'm going to add some ghee just to help liquefy the chocolate, and I popped it in the microwave in 10-second increments until everything was melted together. And I was going for like a fancy chocolate topping design here, and it was looking cute. And then I got out of hand, and then I decided just to spread it all around, but it still turned out okay. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I did not start spreading the chocolate on top until my cheesecake was somewhat cooled. And after I put this chocolate on top, I definitely put it back in the fridge for it to firm up and to cool some more. So this is the end result of having the chocolate and the cheesecake cool together in the fridge. So now I'm going to slice it. And the last thing I'm going to do is warm up about a tablespoon of sugar-free strawberry jelly. And then I'm going to pour it on top to make this a true keto banana split cheesecake. And this is the end result, my keto banana split cheesecake. So that's my what I eat in a day. I had a very flavorful palette of food today. But thank you guys for staying with me. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.